We are back now with Dr. John Kressel of Phoenix CyberKnife, along with one of his patients. This is Richard Williams. Can't wait for you to hear his story. Great to have both of you with us. Richard, 5 years ago, you walked in to get your results from a PSA test, and what were you told?
I was told that I tested positive for prostate cancer.
What was that reaction?
I didn't want to believe it. You know, I tend to be a glass half full kind of guy, but it hit me right between the eyes.
Right, and it's still, I can still see that you're visibly shaken from that moment. And you were vigilant. 10 years you've been getting your PSAs checked. Right. So you were on top of your health, and your PSA number started to rise.
Right.
And then what happened next?
Well, I went in to the internet like everybody else and started researching. And I found out that probably the best advocate out there for me was me. So I started researching. I came across a number of treatments, and then I read about CyberKnife. And the thing that drew me there to go visit them to start with was the fact that compared to other potential treatments, CyberKnife seemed to have the fewest side effects, the few things that would last long term as a result of the treatment.
And let's be honest, CyberKnife wasn't what you were told you should do for this type of, for prostate cancer. You were told surgery. The
very first person I talked to was at a surgeon's office, and they said I needed surgery right away. And it just didn't feel right. I wanted to do a little homework, and then I found out about CyberKnife and decided, well, I'm going to go pay them a visit and see what they have to say to me.
You always tell us, Dr. Kressel, be an advocate of your own health. Richard is the epitome of that when it comes to being a testimonial. What did you decide to do for him?
Well, he's absolutely right. There's many options available for prostate cancer patients, and many times you have to try and find the right fit, and a lot of it has to do with the patient's preference. So we went through all of the options available to him based on his individual characteristics and what we call stage, and he was a very good candidate for CyberKnife radiosurgery, and went through that option with him. And in that dialogue of back and forth, you know, he made the decision that that was something he was interested in pursuing.
And Richard, I know you're a researcher by nature, and so how long were the other treatments going to be?
It varied. You know, surgery, the actual treatment didn't take very long, but the after effects could be a lifetime.
Okay.
Versus
the CyberKnife treatment.
CyberKnife
which
treatment.
was?
It was 5 treatments in 5 days. So in 1 week, I was in, out, completely done.
And how long was each treatment?
Each treatment was a little over 30 minutes.
And you were under headsets?
I was under a headset. It happened to be Christmas time, so I was listening to Christmas music.
Jingle bells.
But other than that, I don't know what I was expecting, but I hate to say it, but in some ways it was a non-event. I just laid there relaxed for 30 minutes, kind of half drifting off, and then they said, okay, you're done, and got up and would leave every day.
All right, so 5 years later, fast forward to today. Last week, you got your PSA back. How are you?
I'm doing great. Absolutely cancer-free. There's been no problems in any way, shape, or form.
And your beautiful wife is with you this morning. I want to ask you what your experience was like when you walked into CyberKnife. How was it different than other clinics?
So when you know, doctor's offices are business as well, and I understand that, but I just very much felt in other places that I'd visited that I was treated like a patient. And when I came to CyberKnife, I hate to say it was like a family, but they treated me like a person. I wasn't just the writing on a piece of paper that some doctor was reading. They wanted to know about me, the whole person, not just what can I do for your treatment, but also, you know, what questions do you have? What do you want to know about the future? What do you want to know about the treatment? They toured me through the facility, showed me how it worked. It just felt like, well, these people cared about me.
You do know you are family, right? You are family. You're forever family to the CyberKnife family. Thank you so much for your testimonial this morning, Dr. Kressel. Amazing work that you and your team do. Let's give you some information. If you have any questions for Phoenix CyberKnife and Radiation Oncology Center, you can email them info@pcroc.com. They're right there on Shea Boulevard, 4611 East Shea in Phoenix. Call 602-441-3845 to book an appointment or visit the website phoenixcybernifecenter.com.